Yeah, I'm running out of battery, so I'm gonna make this quick. We're going down to Georgia. I'm filming a music video for Formula. My mom's in there in Dunkin' Donuts right now. She's getting me a hash brown or something. So, I'm Justina, and I'm a singer-songwriter from New Jersey, and I really wanted to learn how to play guitar. I really wanted a way to write music, kind of just to sing my own songs, because I wrote a lot of poetry. I'm shooting a video right now. It's called Formula, and it's the first single off my EP. And we're shooting it in Savannah, Georgia, and I think it's gonna come out great. Yeehaw! Say that again. Yeehaw! Woo! We're a little delirious. 13 hours, on the long 13-hour drive. Yeah, my dad's been playing guitar since I can remember, so he definitely is one of the biggest influences in making me play guitar. There's definitely that, musical bond that we have there, and he taught me my first couple chords, and I just took it from there, and yeah, I basically taught myself how to play after he kind of, gave me that little nudge. Now we're at the hotel, hungry, and we're starving, trying to find food. All right, we're on day 2 in Georgia, and we're going to Walmart now to get some lace and stuff for the dresses for the tango scene in the Formula. Forming a live band for me has always been a personal struggle, because there are a lot of musicians out there who want to play their own stuff, and a lot of musicians out there who want to just play cover songs. It's hard to find people who really stick, and it has to be kind of like a relationship, because it has to work out with everyone. The chemistry has to work out with everyone. And this is the rest of the schedule, but we'll get to that when we get to it.
External theater tonight?
Yes. That's my mom's driving a car.
I got my Savannah glasses on.
Yeah, I can't find my sunglasses.
Well, forget that I was telling you I have mine on.
No one cares about you. So to be an original solo artist, it's kind of hard finding that balance, like people who don't mind playing other people's songs. So I've actually been through it a couple times. I've definitely been surrounded by music my whole life. I remember growing up in an apartment in New Jersey. My parents would play the Beatles and Fleetwood Mac and, what else? Anything I could possibly think of.
I started as her fashion consultant, and I thought I was going to do her hair and makeup, but she does a good job on that herself.
I have incredibly supportive friends and family, and they're kind of like my roadies.
Making sure that her father's put new people, because he's her manager, new people on the email list.
They're incredibly supportive.
As a mom, as a friend, someone to talk to, try to push her when I see she's getting down on herself about just giving up and maybe it's not worth it, and reminding her that this is what you love to do, you're great at it, keep it up, don't let it get to you. Let's get you booked. I don't care if it's a coffee house. Let's get you booked in something.
I'm going to try in a bunch of fish. Yeah.
Cute. I like it. Yeah.
If I were to give anyone who does the same thing as me one piece of advice, it would just be basically just to be yourself and don't change your writing style, the way you dress. Don't change any of that stuff for anyone, because it makes you who you are as an artist.
Let's create an outfit. Thanksgiving.
No, man, we don't have time for Thanksgiving.
Give me 1 second.
Oh my God. We are on a mission.
Hey, you got everything?
So we got everything that we need for the video. We got a lot of pretty lacy, sexy, tango-y stuff. So now we're heading over to Vin's, the director's house, and we're gonna make some alterations to the costumes and everything. And then we're gonna head over to the first shot of the video. So see you at his house. Alright, just finished hair, makeup, and wardrobe. Wow, it's really close in there.
Speak.
Alright, so we're getting ready to film the first shot today from the Lucas Theater. And it just so happens that they have a tango title on the marquee. My music has definitely changed a lot over the years. It's a lot more mature. But sometimes you do feel like do people even care what I'm doing right now? Like, am I doing this for a reason? The pros are you get to meet a lot of cool people who do the same thing that you do. And you get to be creative with a lot of different people and talk about what you love. Talk about music. This is Kristen. Hi. I don't know if you want to say anything. No. This is Vin, my bro, and DP, Ryan.
I'll be all into the shot while eating a banana.
When I listen to Justina's music, I get very happy. I play it all the time in my car, and there's one compilation CD that she's on. I've actually worn the compilation CD out on her song, on number 4, because I play it all the time.
I had to ask that creepy guy over there to not look at us while we were shooting. I don't want a creepy guy in my video.
Just do your dance.
My normal week, I get up at 6:30 in the morning, I go to work, I answer phones all day, and deal with other people's problems that I really don't care about. There comes a time when you're like, oh, I wish there was something more, you know? So, I'd rather be on tour with the band and just doing the whole music thing, because that's what I want to do.
Say it. What? It's the end of the first day.
I can't even open my eyes.
Why, Jess?
Look, what are you doing?
I'm taping you. Tell him it's the end of the
Contacts are suctioning to my eyeball. He's half asleep.
Good night. Good night, Jess.
I'm at the Sentient Beam right now in Savannah, Georgia, and I'm about to play about 30-minute set. And this is kind of just a rehearsal gig just to get warmed up for Wednesday. I pretty much use music as an outlet to express my emotions. Plus, it's who doesn't love music? I think everyone can relate to music.
I'm from New Jersey, and I'm actually visiting my brother right here. He's a SCAD student. Woo! And I'm actually here filming a music video for one of my songs off my new EP.
The new EP is called Last One Standing, and it's about 4 songs, fully produced with the full band and everything. I kind of just sat there and listened to it, and I was just thinking about it, and I was like, wow, this whole thing kind of really sounds like I've been rejected a lot in the past, like, couple years. With the band, with the labels, with, you know, friends, just in relationships in general. There comes times when you feel underappreciated as an artist.
I mean, there's so many independent artists that Justina has met also. Their music is fantastic.
Like, a lot of people come to these coffee houses and they just sit there and sip their little lattes, and they don't really pay attention to, like, whoever's singing on stage. And I mean, I understand, like, maybe they're not there for the music.
To know that these independent artists, a lot of people are not listening to it and appreciating it. So whenever we go to coffee houses or gigs that Justina plays at and there's other independent artists, we will stay the whole length of the show, even after she's done, to support other artists. And more people, I really think, should do that, because there's a lot of great artists out there. I just don't want to be, like, compared to, like, Britney Spears, which oddly enough I have. You'd be surprised, like, some of the comparisons that I've gotten before.
And we're following my brother right now. He's Vin and Jorge.
Just step on my chips.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so what are you teaching me? This is for my documentary, by the
Tango.
way. So
We got together with Mandee earlier.
Right.
And she kicks ass, yes.
I can't wait to see what you guys have.
Yes.
That's where kids go if there's a hurricane.
Or to make out.
Yeah. It's a security guard.
I'd like, in 5 years, I would like to be signed, maybe not to a major, maybe to even an indie label. Like, I just want someone who's willing to take on my projects, because after a while, the finance part of the whole thing can get kind of overwhelming.
How's it going so far?
So I'd like to have a record deal if possible. I'd like to be on tour with a band. I'd like to, you know, travel, see the world, and record some more, maybe even a future album, because I haven't done an album yet. I've done a few EPs, but I'd really like to do a full album.
Wow, Laney's Angels.
I've actually been part of this organization called Laney's Angels for, I think, 3 years now.
It's a fundraiser for all the kids in the Metuchen area that play soccer.
Kids with families and with cancer and other blood diseases. And I actually donated them a song called Believe. It just feels good to get back to something that, you know, has some kind of purpose.
We have some families who have lost their children to cancer. Brave children who became angels in the past 5 years. Justina has dedicated to Laney's Angels, a song she wrote 5 years ago, became involved in our organization and was moved and dedicated this song and all the proceeds of the sales to this song to Laney's Angels. And here she is, ladies and gentlemen. This is Dee Carubia. The song you're going to be hearing.
The raising of the balloons for people who have died in memory of people who had cancer.
And for every loved one that you lost, they released a balloon into the sky.
And as the balloons went into the sky, she sang Believe.
My song playing behind it, it's like a really emotional thing, so.
I had goosebumps when I saw it the first time it ever happened. It was great.
It's really cool to be a part of that. Without even realizing it, it's like sometimes songwriting is so subconscious, like, and that's the awesome thing about it. Some things that you feel without even meaning to, it just seeps out in your writing. And that's the cool thing about songwriting. The first song I ever wrote was called When It's Time, and I wrote it maybe, I don't know, maybe a couple months after I first learned how to play guitar.
I love when I hear her playing music in the house, practicing. I'll like turn off the TV and just listen or creep up on the stairs without her knowing and listen to what she's doing, even if it's just her messing around.
I actually remember struggling with writing songs and putting words to music.
It really makes me happy to hear her play her music and to write music.
I started off by playing cover songs, just other people's songs that I wanted to learn, but after a while it kind of gets boring, so yeah, I just remember sitting in my room and I was just like started playing random chords, and the first thing that came out was just like, I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. So I just took it from there, and it just turned into a song, and before you know it, I had When It's Time. I think any artist who tries to make it in the music business goes through a lot of hardships, a lot of disappointments.
Seeing your child being taken advantage of really hurts. It's just such a violation.
And a lot of people who, you know, are ready to take advantage of you without you even, you know, you're not even ready for it. It just comes up behind you and you're like...
I mean, it just hurts the whole family because you're all behind her and it's just, I don't even know how to explain the feeling and the violation that you feel. You all develop a relationship with some people, you go to the set or wherever she's recording, you become friends, and the next thing you know...
Oh, what am I gonna do now? And
it's very frustrating.
out of every hardship, there's always something good that comes out of it.
I think parents should really stick behind your kids' dreams.
And it's always the case. Like, everything it always seems to come together at the last minute. So I guess just don't stress out over the little stuff.
Really, you know, it's nice to say, Dad's a doctor, have your kid be a doctor, or, you know, Mom works in an office, have your kid, you know, do this, make sure you go to college. But I think it's really important that they follow their dreams.
I'd like to take it one day at a time. Like, honestly, you never know where you're gonna be tomorrow.
Formula to abide by, judging you.